Went Up the Hill, new psychological drama dressed as a horror film, directed by Samuel van Grinsven, starring Vicky Krieps, Dacre Montgomery, and Sarah Pierce. The film starts with a funeral service taking place at this secluded, large, kind of artsy in the brutalist sense house belonging to the widow of the woman that died. A young man shows up unexpectedly, and it turns out he's the sort of long lost, estranged son of the deceased, which her wife knew nothing about. And as the two of them stay in the house together to grieve, they discover that at nights the spirit of the dead woman can take turns possessing them, allowing the wife to have the remnants of romance when she's in the body of the son, and the son to have a semblance of the lost childhood when she's in the body of the wife. So I think it's an interesting film, although I can certainly understand why it was much better received by the critics than by general audiences. It was marketed and described as horror, but it isn't actually very scary, and it's really more of a psychological drama, with the story being a clear metaphor for grief and the dangers of being unable to accept the death of a loved one, to let go and move on. It is very slow and it is very cold. The color palette consists almost exclusively of gray, black, and dark blue. And taking all these things into account, I can easily imagine someone expecting a more dynamic, scary movie being completely disappointed. I wasn't. I liked what I got. I think it's got two good performances of actors who have to play their characters and then play their characters being possessed by someone else. I like the metaphor as well, although I do think that by the end the movie goes a little bit too far, and the whole lake scene should have been toned down because it's just a little too unbelievable on the literal layer. But overall, I think it's a pretty decent, slow burning movie.